Welcome everyone. TheDailyWoo here. As the recording of this is Tuesday, March 14th, 2023. It's about 11 a.m. I have a flight that departs in about 2 hours at 1 p.m. It was delayed from 12:40 to 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Spirit Airlines, which I have flown before, but I have never done the larger seats. So I'll be doing that, sitting towards the front of the plane, just a little more elbow room, and I will be going one way from Las Vegas to Orlando, back home to MCO, Orlando International. I'm inviting you to join me. Johnny. Price of gas here, $4.89 a gallon. Got the little self-pumping mechanism there, working in full effect. There's a little souvenir place right over there. Souvenirs and gifts. There's the Hilton. And you can see the top of the big Ferris wheel off in the distance. Whenever you rent a car, it's frowned upon not to fill up with gas. So you gotta do that. Up in front of me is a rent-a-car center bus. It's a little bit off-site. It is not, so you return the rental cars a couple miles away from the airport. I'm gonna be cutting it close. I think I'll be all right though. The rental car place is just right over here, about a half mile away from where I am. But it's probably about 2 miles from the airport itself. There it is. Rental car return. Straight ahead. I always feel so uncomfortable driving over these spikes down here. Nothing ever happens, but I'm always in fear that I'm gonna puncture a tire or something. Got it dropped off. I have remembered my personal items. I did not forget to return the key, and now I'm heading to the airport shuttle. Through here? Yeah, through here. Pretty sure through here. Okay, I'm going. They really are making it a whole point about dropping the keys off. They don't, I guess they have an issue with a lot of people leaving their keys or taking their keys with them. These are my shuttles, Spirit Airlines. All right, I made it on. I like these seats, kind of retro looking seats. Put my bags over there with all the other bags. Mine's like kind of over there, tucked in the corner. And now on the commuter bus over to the airport. I think I'm gonna make it. That took about 10 minutes, give or take. Maybe 5-10 minutes. Now gonna head across here to the Spirit area and just see if the flight is still scheduled, slated for the time, if it's been delayed or not. Pretty consistent on the rental car shuttles. Here's another one pulling in. Also, you can see the strip from here too, look. There's the stratosphere off in the distance over there. Got the arrivals over here, so 3 screens of arrivals and 6 screens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screens of departures. Mine would be here under Orlando. There's a few other airlines that go to Orlando, but I am looking for the Spirit one, which would be the 5th one up. And it looks like it is 1:01 p.m. is when it's departing. Originally it was going to be at 12:32. It was pushed back. Gate A7, flight number 1138, Spirit Airlines, out of Las Vegas to Orlando. One thing about airports, there's always escalators. And according to that Rolex on the side of the wall, it is 5 minutes to noon. Thanks, Rolex, on the side of the wall. So I got about an hour and 6 minutes till departure. So C and D gates are down there, but check it out. There's like actual, you can gamble in here. There's casino stuff over there. You can do the total casino Vegas thing over there if you wanted to hit some slots. Not doing that. Going to my flight. This does not look too bad. This looks pretty dang mellow. All right, gotta put my camera away and see you past the checkpoints. Okay, that was pretty flawless and quick and painless, more or less. However, I do have a portable fan in here I take to hotels with me, and that triggered something where they ended up having to like check that, and they said maybe the motor and the fan, even though I've used the same fan going through a bunch of airports, they ended up having to double check the bag, and then obviously I had to take this and put it in individual tray. And you got some last second Las Vegas merchandise if you so choose to purchase. And then over here, also more slot machines and other accessories. Wheel of Fortune, Shake Shack, a bake shop, lots of fun. Slots of fun. I gotta find the A gates. Yeah, isn't this wild? It's just all these slots through here. You can just play slots before you get on the plane. If you haven't lost all your money or won a lot, you can do it before you travel home. I am here. Also, it's very, very rainy outside. It's going to be a rainy takeoff out of Las Vegas. I could just see looking out there on the tarmac and the runway that it is a lot of rain, precipitation. Take a look over here. You can see Spirit Airlines with the Vegas in the background, which is pretty dang cool. Pretty cool to see it like this. Still got a little bit of time to wander around. Looks like it's going to be a full flight. There was a lot of people waiting over there. According to this, still on time. 1:11 it is departing. And then over here in this little area, more slot machines. And I believe this is my plane. Yeah, pulling right up to A7 right over here. Take a look. Pulling right into the A7 gate. It is kind of cool. You can see the strip over in the distance. That is how close in proximity the airport is to Vegas. I mean, it's not even that far outside of the city. Kind of timed this perfectly. I might have to wait too long before boarding, maybe 20-30 minutes before they start boarding, and then another 45 from right now until they take off. Off in the distance there's Mandalay Bay and New York over there. And take a look at this very large plane over there. I don't think that is a passenger plane. I don't think that's a passenger plane at all. I've been here, come across the tarmac. Comes a little piece of heavy machinery, almost like a backhoe of some sort. Now I walked over to another section looking across at A7, which is where I will be boarding. You see the Spirit Airlines. The guests that are on there are now departing. They should clean the plane, and then we should be getting on very soon. Also, there's an area over here dedicated to Howard Hughes and some of his contributions to the airline industry, and also a suit that he used to wear, worn by the man himself. There's a little display case over here, which is kind of neat as well. All right, Zone 1. I am in seat 2A. Zone 1. Towards the front of the plane, I would imagine. I've never done the bigger seats on Spirit. I've only flown Spirit one time. It wasn't the greatest experience. I'm hoping this kind of adds a little retribution.
Yep, definitely raining out there. Droplets coming down the side of the window. But yeah, just to reiterate, a lot of room. I mean, definitely a lot of distance between my knee and the back of the seat. And these front seats are only 2 seats. There's 1 seat here, 1 seat there. Alright, pulling away from the gate. It says howdy on the side of the wing. Going across the tarmac and to the runway for a liftoff. Hopefully I get a good bird's eye view of Vegas from up here. Snacks for sale, and coffee, soft drinks, juices, mixers. No meal on the plane, but you have treats, eats, bites, cheese tray, and a cafe snack box, which might be calling my name. So interesting, the difference between this and other airlines is there's no like kind of barricade in the front up there. You can just see, you know, where all the drinks and the coffee and the snacks and where the captains and the pilots go in and out. It's just pretty open compared to other airlines here in the front seats. just waiting in a traffic line of airplanes. So the plane was going to take off, I think, at 12:27, got pushed back to 1:11. It is now like 1:45, 1:46-ish, give or take. Finally taken off. Oh, there's another plane landing. Vegas and the Strip. For future reference, I probably need to be on the right side of the plane facing forward rather than the side I'm on. And again, we might spin around, but yeah, I think I would have got a better view the other way. This area of the country, there's a little bit of lingering snow down there in the mountains. I guess not really extreme mountains, but kind of a hilly terrain through here. As far as these seats go, there is no meal and no free snack, so every snack has a price. But I got the snack box, which I'm going to open, cup of ice. I got this classic selection cheese tray, and Coca-Cola. This says it's the perfect snack. I do like cheese and crackers. I'm gonna see what it's like to pour a soda when there's like a little bit of slight turbulence. Also, this cup is very small. Style sharp cheddar, American blend, and smoked American cheese. Also some dried apples, cranberries, and crackers. I don't know what that little stick is right there. That stick is used for. Maybe you grab the cheese with the little pitchfork thing. Now it's not slices of cheese, it's like big blocks of cheese, which is pretty good. I thought maybe they were going to be like slices you peeled apart, but it's just a big chunk. I've turned them on their side just to show the thickness of the cheese. Not slices, just big chunks of cheese. Inside the snack box is something called Cookie Thinsters, chocolate chip cookies. Some sea salt almonds, Peterson's sea salt almonds. They really pack a lot in this little box. Sunkist fruit snacks. Some olive oil and sea salt slow baked crackers. That you can lather up with some white cheddar cheese, gourmet cheese spread, and then you got a little handy hand wipe down here. For the almonds, I'm noticing the almonds that are pictured on the front are a lighter color than the real almonds. Yeah, just a little bit of a different hue. And now for cookie time. Chocolate chip cookies. I tried one of them already. They're kind of crunchy. They're not, I don't know, they're like a crunchier type of cookie. And after some snacks, peeking out the window, and looks as if some different terrain out there now. No more mountains, no more snow. Got some crop circles down below. I didn't mean to rhyme like Dr. Seuss. That was unintentional. I'm always fascinated by all these circles down there. Some of the property lines are squares. Some of them are circles. Turbulence right now. This is the wing kind of bouncing around out there. Got a couple little pockets of turbulence on this trip. No storms per se, but evidently there's some inclement weather in the winds. I don't really know what causes turbulence, but there's some right now.
Seatbelts on. Please remain in no seats with those seatbelts fast. We're also going to ask our flight attendants to go ahead and take a seat for their safety and yours. Right now, shows us normally ground in Orlando and right at 1 hour and 3 minutes.
Kind of tough to film through the window because the lights are on in the cabin and it's now dark outside, which creates quite a glare. It's always a challenge when it's nighttime outside. They have the lights on and they're going through getting the trash out of the cabin. I think that might be Orlando or maybe not Orlando, but I know we are starting our descent.
The cabin to collect items you would like to discard.
I don't think that was Orlando. We're on the descent. I don't think that was Orlando though. Maybe Jacksonville, Tallahassee. All right, now this looks like Orlando. Again, tough to get with the lights on in the cabin. I think that's downtown Orlando right there. Usually they dim the lights and you'll be able to see a little bit better outside without the glare. Lights are dimming now finally.
Unfortunately, that gate is occupied right now. We're on the radio with our operations personnel trying to get an estimate of how long it's going to be. Thanks for your patience tonight with all this. Please remain in your seats with your seatbelts fastened until we're at the gate and I turn off that sign. Thank you. Different gate for us. When we get some more information, I'll certainly pass that on. Again, thanks for your patience.
They weren't expecting us to be done.
I mean, I think we done. I think so.
It's like finally going up to the gate now. Just kind of sitting on the tarmac for probably 20 minutes. This is basically my final destination because I live here, but there's a lot of people on this plane that are actually getting a layover all the way up to Detroit, which is kind of surprising. Go from Vegas to Florida and a layover to Detroit. However, I think a lot of them are going to miss their flight, unfortunately. So there's a lot of unhappy people on here for obvious reasons. So the flight was about an hour and a half late boarding and another 45 minutes late landing to getting up to the gate. Obviously over here with the other value airlines also.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have been moved to gate number 4. Now we're just waiting on some ground personnel to come park us. Again, please stay in those seats with those seatbelts fastened, and hopefully we get in shortly and get you folks on your way.
People are running out of here. We're trying to run over to their spots. We'll let them go out first. A lot of people who need to get their flights. I'm definitely not in a rush because I was excited here. Alright. I've arrived in Orlando. Wow, that's wild to me. A layover in Orlando, go back to Detroit when you're already, I don't know, it just seems. And it is now 9 p.m. Florida time upon arrival. Of course, there's a 3-hour time difference from Vegas, but yeah. 9 p.m. Florida time. Oh, 9:01. And get to take the train over, all lit up with the pink neon. Over here to baggage claim. I believe I parked my car at parking garage A. Parking garage A. I drove my own personal vehicle and parked it for the 10 or so days I was gone. Speeding commuter train over to the main area. Oh, I exited off this, so you see everybody's exiting off here. I never realized there was a chapel over here. Holy cow, there's a chapel over here. Orlando International Airport Chapel, a place for quiet reflection and solitude for visitors of all faiths. I had no idea that there was a chapel in here in MCO, Orlando International. This is awesome. Right near where the monorail drops off over there.
Yeah, we have to go head over there.
Wow, I learned something new today.
Yeah, your one will come back.
Very interesting. All right. Yeah, I chose to drive my own car and park it. That way I'll just pay the, I guess, $19 per day I was gone. And I could just drive straight home, which kind of works out pretty good because with the delays and everything. It's just kind of easier that way. There's just a random boat in here, right along here. This Craig Cat. Also, they put up these little queue lines over this decorative design. Flowery decorative design here on the floor. Good to be back. Now, if I remember right, I think I parked at P3 Raccoon. Let's see.
Parking 3.
Right over here should be, yes. I recognize these raccoons right here. This one eating the watermelon and this one drinking out of a bottle. So I should be on this level. Wow, it's surprisingly cool and crisp out. For Florida, it feels pretty good. Right over there in the distance is the control tower. Not a bad flight. You're always kind of taking a chance with some of the value airlines, with layovers and whatnot, but those seats I had, I think they were worth the little bit of extra money to get the bigger seats. Didn't really come with a meal or anything like that. You had to buy your own snacks, but wasn't bad. Now that I think about it, I think I was one level up because I parked over here towards the edge. Usually when I go to the theme parks, I'll take a photo where I parked, but I neglected to do that here. I'm just going off of memory, but I think I'll be all right. I'm over here in the corner. Scratch that, I was down one level. I was on the raccoon level. Down towards the end, right over there. I just clicked the clicker on my car, made the honking sound, and I realized it was over here in the corner. Got a nice little view of some planes pulling in over there too. Different airline, but you get the idea. There's one just landed over there in the distance too, going by, the light's going by. Oh no, it's taking off. Taking off. That's gonna do it for today. I do love to travel. I like seeing new things, continually staying busy, always being out and about, but sometimes it's nice to go home for just a short time, rejuvenate, recoup, rest up, and replan. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog is over. Oh yeah, I also got this. Got a
See how much it is to pay when I pay to park on the way out. $209 was the total. I think I was gone 10, maybe, I think probably 11 days, give or take.